Hi beautiful souls, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming you all to my channel with all my love and all my heart. I want to first start by extending deep gratitude to each one of you for making my dreams a reality. I had wanted to create this space in a community where there is sacredness, there is sharing, caring, and upliftment and empowerment. And through God's grace, God's light shining upon me, allowing for me to create this space through touching so many hearts, brings so much joy, fulfillment, and gratitude. It really does. Even as we hear chaos and sounds that are disturbing to the ears, there is music. There is the natural beauty, the sounds of the natural beauty around us, within us. There'll always be the dark with the light. There'll always be the shadows with the light. It is the part of life. It is what defines life. We'll never just experience all sun and no darkness. That is not the natural rhythm. With every expansion, there is a contraction. With every contraction, there is an expansion, as is the cyclical pattern and the natural rhythm of the universe, as is the natural rhythm of Earth, as is the natural rhythm within us. No two times are ever alike. And we have seen that and experienced that. I thank you all for bringing light, joy, and so much illumination in my life through allowing me this great opportunity to speak my heart's truth and learn along with you as I stumble and I get up and I try again and again. And I thank you for your support, your love, your donations. I truly do appreciate it. And I wanted to begin this particular reading with this message. So I thank you all with all my heart. So today, what I'm doing in this reading is 2020 is coming to a close and a new cycle of 2021 is just about round the corner. So there are some things that our soul is trying to teach us, especially in this year of 2020, in the energy of stability, by having our stability all shook up, inside out, upside down, overall, bringing us to our knees, not realizing, not being able to see what the future holds, what the present is. There is no stability. It is in this instability that we are to find stability. We are to find stability in the chaos that's within and around and be okay in that. To be anchored in our deep hearts, to be anchored within the self, to be able to see and embrace this instability. Be okay in the instability. Be okay in the light and the dark. So today, it is my intention to bring forth a reading for us that looks at what we must release. What is it that can no longer be hidden? What needs and seeks illumination within us? What is our unrealized potential? What is our soul lesson and our core strength? As we close this cycle in 2020, and to open ourselves up to the energy of 5, which is coming in 2021, bringing in joy, bringing in choices, bringing in different options through which to choose our life path, to enjoy and experience life, to grow once again, and to learn once again as a child, bringing in that energy. So this is looking at how we are closing 2020 to embrace the new of 2021. So let's first look at what can no longer be hidden. What is seeking illumination in us now? What can no longer be hidden for the collective? What can no longer be hidden? We can't hide our beautiful heart and love for one another. We can't hide our heart anymore. We can't hide the feelings and the depths that we have within us. This can no longer be hidden. There is a birthing and a regeneration of the heart, the past wounds, the hurts, the griefs, the sadness, things not working out financially, emotionally, in relationships, in things around. It's all helping us to grow stronger in love, to have more empathy for one another, to be compassionate to the changes, to be compassionate towards one another's darknesses, because it is a collective darkness. As we shed love and light on to the darker aspects within us, we become compassionate. We open our hearts. So we can no longer allow grief and sadness to grip us and keep us there. For there is this birthing, there is this opening of this beautiful lotus flower. This can no longer be hidden. What can no longer be hidden and what is seeking illumination? What is seeking illumination and what can no longer be hidden is that you are good enough. You are perfect exactly as you are. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. And this energy of you feeling good enough, feeling worthy, is gaining deep momentum. This can no longer be hidden. We cannot, this, no matter what we try to do, we won't be able to stop this momentum from coming. What is seeking illumination within us right now? Yes, very much so. Adversity. We're all feeling this impact of adversity in 2020. Adversity. It says here, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Challenges are the best way to learn. Adversity. We are learning that we are good enough and we don't need to be doing something to be good. This adversity is quote unquote forcing for us to accept what is, to accept that there are larger cycles at play, to accept that not everything is under our control, and we can only do the things that we can and then surrender the rest. We can no longer continue to play the blame game. He said, she said, they did, we did. If this were better, I would do this. So there's a lot of that tug and war. That energy has created a lot of adversity, and this is where we are. We've created this momentum and reached this part in 2020. And with all the events taking place in 2020, it's opening our hearts. All this is meant to open our hearts to greater love, softness, and the gentleness, the spirit coming through this challenging period, that it is over and behind us, that this was meant to grow. There is no growth. It needs momentum. Momentum, otherwise life is stagnant. There's evolution that's taking place. There's soul evolution that's taking place. There is a growth phase. It feels challenging to the mind, but it's the spirit that's opening through the heart. What can no longer be hidden in 2020? What is seeking illumination? And I want you to see at the bottom of the deck. we are really going to be releasing this pain, this anguish, this sadness of this adversity and the losses. And we are once again going to heal this beautiful heart that's rose. So what is seeking illumination? What can no longer be hidden in 2020? One message. What can no longer be hidden? What can no longer be hidden? We talked about emotions and love. You're good enough, a solar plexus, and overcoming this loss and accepting these challenges. And the key big message is the King of Cups. This is seeking illumination. To be able to stabilize emotions. To be able to share the depths of our feelings with one another. Honoring one another. The feminine energy honoring the masculine energy. And in this year, this is what is seeking illumination as we step into 2021, is the masculine energy honoring the emotions, gaining stability in emotions, so there can be wholeness in the feminine and the masculine principle within us. But there's healing of the masculine energy taking place on the planet at this time. Where is that single pointed direction going towards? This is stability of emotions, holding that love, holding that cup of compassion and gentleness of the heart, empathetic speech, empathetic actions, empathetic moving forward is what is seeking illumination. All of this is come here for us at this very moment in time for raising the vibration of the entire planet. There is an soul expansion in each one of us that's taking place. And together, collectively, we are rising in that soul power. Our next one is, what is it that we must release? What is it that we can let go of to open our hearts to this love, to bring this stability, to feel we're good enough, to overcome this adversity? What is it that we should let go of to step into this new energy? What is it? What is it that I need to let go of? And I feel with this is, we got the card of grounding. What I'm feeling with this is, let go of adversity. Let go of not feeling good enough. Let go of comparisons. Let go of the woundings and come into the natural state. Come into the natural state of who you are. Okay? Come into this natural state. Be present in your body. Be present to what is. Not live in the future and not live in the past. Okay? And also, part of what is required for this to bring the stability is to start to look at things from a practical perspective. Okay, what are some of the things that I can do to bring in more love, to bring in more stability in my life? So let go of nothing. I can do nothing. There's nothing I can do. So these two feel contradictory on what I'm saying, but try to understand when I talk about relinquishing control is relinquishing control on what is already taking place as a larger cycle. So there's a larger cycle at play right now, evolutionary cycle. Now during this evolutionary cycle, now we can completely put our hands up and say, oh, there's nothing I could do about it, or start to take some small practical steps, be it spending some time in nature if it's possible. For many of us who are not living in places where we can actually step out in nature and take that breath of fresh air, see what it feels to connect with the four elements, to bring the presence back, whether it's through meditation, connection through water, whether you're taking a shower, you're taking, soaking yourself in the bathtub. If you can get out in the grass, bare feet, the snow, the mountains, something with the natural element. so you can connect back to this reality and start taking some steps towards that. Okay. What is it that we are needing to release, angels? What is it that we should let go of? Oh, another message that's coming from this is what we need to release is the excessive identification with practicality and with materialism. Like, okay, if I don't have this much money, if I don't have this, if I don't have that, nothing will work, everything is going. So shift that perspective out. Shift that perspective. Okay, that's just a message for some people that I immediately felt with this grounding card. What is it that we need to let go of in this cycle? Thank you. It is the time to kind of let go of what has been, because healing is here. This is the time for healing. The momentum has already been built. It's already gaining momentum. You are good enough. You are cared for. You are accepted. There is gentleness in the spirit. It may look like, think like, and feel like everything, or you are being abandoned and you're being stripped with all the things that you've known as stability. But this is the time for healing. The angels are saying this is the time for healing. So just surrender to the process of what is unfolding in your life right now. What is it that people need to release in this cycle before entering 2021? What should we release? Feelings of loneliness, yes, with the whole pandemic and stay at home and not being able to meet one another physically, to be able to connect at a physical touch human level has created this sense of loneliness and alone. But this is part of this process. This is a part of the process where the Spirit was guiding us for us to be in this space where we were not, quote unquote, allowed to connect physically with another. For we were meant to come into this healing space, to come for healing space, that you're never alone, to learn that and feel that at the depths of being, quote unquote, forced to be living indoors, forced not to be able to meet others in the physicality. But we are being taught and shown that we are always interconnected. Look at all the things that have manifested in 2020, the beautiful things that are opening up on the internet. We're finding different ways to connect with one another. This wasn't the case. This wouldn't have been possible, let's say, 500 years ago. Technology has brought us to this point. That's amazing. That's something to be so much grateful for, that even though in this time of adversity, we were never alone. There were things, people, all coming through, light shining through adversity. Look around, the helping hands, helping one another. Yes, there was loss. Yes, there was dejection. Yes, there were lots of feelings of abandonment and loneliness. In spite and despite of that, we were never alone. Allow this healing. Connect to this present moment. Release the feeling of being alone. You're never alone. Never were you ever alone. What must be released in 2020? What must be released in 2020? What must be released in 2020 is the card of the devil, the adversary. The devil is not a negative energy. It's just here serving as a test of faith, a test of courage, a test of resilience. So this adversity was not here to stop your growth. This devil energy came in beautifully to help you grow, to help you see your own strengths, your own beauty, your ability to come together, to see that you are good enough. It's not the bad guy. It's not the negative energy. It's simply a little obstacle course. You know, we've done all these obstacle courses in our life, right? When we were young, you're going through this, jumping the hoops through this obstacle course. It's just simply that. Okay, we're going to blindfold you, put this here, go feel your way out. Can you cross to the next bridge, to the next bridge? You'll stumble, you'll fall, maybe you'll get hurt, maybe you'll bleed a little, and then there'll be people who'll cheer you on. Come on, you could do it, you could do it, you could do it. That's just what it is. It's time to release that and look at things as all connected. This is not negative. The guilt, the addictions, the overindulgences, going to the extremes, going to the edge in our mental thinking, emotions. It's all there as a part of the collective. We are all one and connected. So this is not apart from us. This is a part of us, not apart from us. So we're never lonely. So this energy really is bringing in a lot of healing. That's what I'm seeing here. This energy is actually bringing a lot of healing in our emotional body, our mental body, our spiritual body, and in our physicality. Is our physicality. So perhaps there has been an over-identification with materialism, with the way we've been looking at things, how we've been looking at possessions. Have we been living into the future? Have we been driven by ego? So this is simply here to show us through this adversity, through these challenges, through these breakdown of the walls, as a beautiful energy. I'm feeling a beautiful energy with the Devil card today. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy is helping you to break free, helping you to break free. It's just a test of courage, test of resilience, test of your own trust. So it's not something to be feared. It's actually, wow, I'm going fencing and I have a great opponent. I love that. It's a great challenge. You're not going to grow if I just say, yay, good job. This is it. This was your capacity was to overcome this mountain, and I just simply put this one and you climb over that. But this was your true capacity to climb over that. So this serves as this big mountain to climb over. This serves as that. So there's nothing to be fearful of. This is something actually to appreciate, that this has come in your life to show you. Because on earth, we experience everything through duality. You wouldn't know happiness if you didn't know some sadness. You're not going to know growth and expansion unless you've known contraction. You're not going to know strength unless you've seen weakness. So unless you've seen the edge of what people deem as this is negative, oh my gosh, this is completely negative, it's okay. It's a growth. This is a growth period. This is a period of growth. Beautiful. Thank you. I like that. Thank you, angels. So now let's look at what is getting ready to emerge with all of this. What is the transformation that's taking place from one portal to another? What is ready to transform in this 2021 cycle as we release these energies of the past? What is ready to transform? Truth. So I was going to be choosing one card per section, but the Spirit wants me to speak on 3, and I will. So we have what is ready to transform, what is getting to emerge through all of this is truth. Speaking our heart's truth. Again, throat chakra. I did a reading yesterday, a day before. I posted it on my channel about 2021. It's the first of the series for the 2021. This is the second. Closing out 2020 and entering 2021. And throat chakra was big there. Okay? So this is, again, speaking our inner truth honestly. Be sincere in your communication. That's what's ready to emerge. If you're holding back on sharing your emotions of love with another, it is time to speak. Don't be fearful. That was the energy of the past. Be sincere. Be transparent in who you are. Be transparent in who you are. Again, another card of, this is both with the throat chakra and the solar plexus, which is what I'm seeing here. is this turtle is wise. They breathe very, very slowly. They have very, very long lives. They have a long life because of the slowness of the breath. So we are being asked to slow down the thoughts, slow down on that emotions, and just take a step back and embrace it all. What's also ready to emerge is you understanding where you're putting your willpower. So if you felt that you're not good enough and you have no will, which is what 2020 was trying to show, that nothing's under your control, and what's ready to emerge is, yes, you have things under control. So contradictory. Remember, being okay in the contradiction. So I've been recently taught and told, and I'm working on that myself, is when doubt, fear, negativity, any of these adversaries arises, is to take a step back and look at, this is just one aspect of you. Where do you want to align your will? Do I want to continue aligning my will with doubt? Do I want to continue aligning my will with lack, with instability? Or do I want to align my will towards positivity, irrespective of the bigger shift that's taking place? Can I still be loving? Can I still be positive? Can I still be caring, even though everything around is chaotic? So my own inner core, right? So what's going to emerge through all of this is more direction. Which direction? And that's why I said the energy of fives here. You'll have many choices, like a creative divine child. Explore. And then you will learn to be more directed. You'll be exerting more of your self-control. That's your willpower. Are you sharp-tongued? Are you just throwing words to cut other people down? What type of energy are you putting out into the universe? Is something what all of this is teaching us collectively. Collectively, we are being asked on this evolutionary path to start putting in this cauldron of the one positive energy, collective good, for upliftment of the self and upliftment of others. For it is in upliftment of others will I be uplifted. Okay? So law of polarity coming into play here. So what will emerge and transform is going to be greater self-expression. If you've been overly assertive, it's going to be balanced a little bit with more heart-centered. If you've held back and you've been held back in speaking up, you'll learn to become more assertive through this. There will be more self-control and more direction that's coming forth. Okay, I love this. And I'm also seeing a shift with 30 to 31. So step up, a step up, step down, step up, step down. This is something that I've learned very recently. So we're going to step up into higher communication. We're going to step up into greater truth. We're going to step up into being more sincere. And perhaps sometimes in searching for the truth, we take a step back and we will probably get out of control and then learn to self-control and come back and step up. So there is this 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2. Okay, so I'm feeling like a stepping up, stepping down, stepping up, stepping down, but overall there is a greater step forward in that movement. And what is really beautifully emerging and transforming and getting to emerge is finally seeing that light. This energy has brought this adversary, this devil energy was here to help us see more light, to reconnect with our own spirituality, to have more faith in the higher workings, that we're all working together. This energy came down here not as something to be shunned and detested and cast out as evil and bad, but really to look at, hey, I am a part of you. I'm a part of this light. Don't shun me out. This is part of the cycle. So more growth, more hope, more spirituality coming forth. Spirituality does not mean that you need to be austere or meager and let go of materialism and material goods and luxuries. Absolutely not. I keep talking about that, creating a balance. Just because we always are on a spiritual path. But when we embrace spirituality to a deeper level, we begin to bring the spirit into matter that is here. That is here. We're not over-identifying with material. We are not over-identifying with one. We are embodying the spirit. We are embodying the spirit. And we are bringing that into balance and wholeness. And that's a trial and error. It's like you learning to ride a bike. Okay? So what is getting ready to transform and emerge through this for us? So we're going to be able to come to certain conclusions. We're going to be able to come towards certain awareness. That's what I'm feeling with this conclusions card, is more realizations, more truths, more understanding of these cycles and cyclical nature. We're going to be approaching more and more in terms of creating this harmony and being okay with these infinite cycles of creation and destruction. Finding that balance all around the corner. What are we transforming? What is getting ready to emerge? Failure. Okay? What are we transforming? We are transforming what we deem as failure. What has failure been deemed as? These are deep questions to ask ourselves. That's our soul's evolution and journey. Who told you first that this is a failure? Going back into the divine child. When a child is creating, they're playing, they're working with Play-Doh, they're working, they're playing out in the playground with arts and colors, and they create the most unimaginable things. Who tells them this is wrong? Right? Where was that first sense that was instilled in you where you, quote unquote, were told or you felt, you imbibed, and you're running a program of failure? That's being transformed. That's being transformed because we are going to enter back as the divine child in 2021. The energy of 5, the Hierophant. Allowing your inner divine child to play, to learn without hindrance. No mistakes. Anything that you felt was a mistake, you're learning, you're reaching this conclusion that you're understanding that this was an opportunity to learn. All right, so I tried to build this foundation, and here was Archana trying to do like this, and this is like the game of Jenga and everything's falling, right? So I'm learning, all right, I need to put a stronger stone here so I can put a smaller stone on top, right? So it's an opportunity to learn. What is transforming and ready to emerge in 2021? One energy. Thank you. Yes, I love this. We're getting a lot of masculine energy come through, whether male or female, in the collective consciousness. There's healing of the masculine energy taking place. Healing of the masculine energy. So what is ready to transform? Is this desire? Is this passion? Is this vision? Is this dreams and hopes? And believing in them with faith and courage and will. So I'm seeing a lot of masculine energy come forth here. So what's really coming to transform and ready to emerge is you really going through this hoops and loops and through this infinity portal of highs and lows and adversities and expansion and contraction and growth and abundance, is to really see the vision and understand and go forth for what you dream and believe with will. This king has gone through many failures, what others call as failures, has risen through adversity, but follows through with the vision, is strong, steady, goes after what he or she believes in. There's self-control, very assertive, truthful communication. Okay? So I definitely see a lot of that. This King of Wands has strong nature, stable, a presence. Okay? So this is what's emerging within each one of us in the consciousness right now. Beautiful. Thank you, angels. So now let's move to the next part. which is, what is our unrealized potential? Now, because I'm doing a general collective reading, this may or may not resonate, these portions, with all of you. I'd be happy to do a personalized reading, and I'll actually put a link in the description for a similar type of a reading if you'd like, for your own self, to see what is no longer hidden for you, what you need to release, what is it that's getting ready to emerge within you individually, what is your unrealized potential and your soul lesson and your strength. Okay, so very individualized reading. I don't have a title for it, but this is more of an illumination to strength, to potentiality, to see what is and what you would like to experience. And this just kind of completely was unplanned, and it just flew out. I don't know what I'm going to charge for it. I'm going to allow the spirit to guide me for that, and I'll put out the descriptions once I've done editing the video. Okay, coming to this part on what is your unrealized potential. What is the unrealized potential? What is the unrealized potential? I like that. Is actually the sacral chakra, and I was having a conversation about sacral chakra, which is the home of the divine feminine, and it is the center where there are entrapments with this energy of lust, obsessions. We would see it manifest when it's unbalanced. This sacral chakra, when it's unbalanced, it will show up as addictions, as excess drug abuse, smoking, alcohol, overindulgence in the pleasure, right? So overindulgence in sex. So a lot of overindulgences, because it's an overuse, over-identification with the physicality and just being in the senses, okay? So we don't allow for that higher expression, because the sacral energy is a very, very beautiful energy when it's harnessed and used through the willpower to allow for a higher expression. So again, creating a balance. Nobody's saying to shut the center down and just jump into spirituality. There's a process of having a balanced flow, enjoyment of life, enjoyment of all things that are opening up to the senses, and allowing this energy to rise through your willpower, through the heart, through the gentleness, through your creative expression, and allowing yourself this creation, allowing yourself to watch that other reading. Now that I'm thinking about the reading I did 2 days ago, it's interesting on the interplay of the energies that are coming out. So the energy here is, what is our unrealized potential? Okay, so definitely for a large percentage or a large part of the collective, what I'm picking up, I immediately felt a constriction on my throat. So many of you are not allowing this energy to rise through. So perhaps there's guilt in perhaps you're being taught, whether it's through religion, whether it's through your own culture, whether where you were brought up or how the society has been, whatever I'm not going into the psychology of it. I'm simply saying there's some aspect within you, there is a blockage in this chakra. So I'm seeing both ends of it as I'm looking into this. I'm feeling this energy of both. One is where people are feeling very restricted in this sacral energy. So there is rigidity, frigidity, not allowing yourself. So I should not allow myself to be to feel pleasure because it is evil, it is sinful, it is bad, whatever the connotation may be. I don't have all the words for it. And then there's this other aspect where, oh, that's all I want to do is have sex and have a lot of alcohol and drugs and just all of that. So I'm seeing both ends. Again, there are no mistakes if you've been in one end or the other end. It is not a mistake. It is to release the guilt, to release the shame, to release that fear, and once again allow a healthy processing and a healthy acceptance of the senses, of the enjoyment of the present moment, to be present once again, to see the beauty within and around you in a healthy way. Okay? So for some of you, those who have not been allowing yourself the presence, So embodiment of the spirit would ask for you to have those soft indulgences, to have those soft pleasures. And for some of you, it may be to exert some self-control, to exert that part so that you can allow a higher expression. So if you're feeling overindulgent and you're seeing yourself and you can see a pattern that you are seeking a certain thing, and just in this cycle, so this energy is trying to come in to teach you to bring more balance. So go for a walk, go try to paint, try to channel that energy up in writing, speaking, singing, creating a project, doing something. So we tend to harness this sacral energy towards a higher expression, to a higher creativity. This is not an evil energy. This is beauty. That's why you were given a physical form, to be here, present in this world. Okay? You're not sitting in an amorphous state. You were given a physical body with the senses. How do you embody the spirit in the senses and bring that in balance? That is what is our unrealized potential as humanity and in our psyche, as we allow for this new energy of 2021 to come through. Our unrealized potential. Luck is on your side. Okay, something will definitely take place in this. Some sort of a shift for some of you will take place. Not all. I do see that. It all depends where we are on this cycle of releasing the adversary, how good we are in getting up and using our willpower and allowing our openness of the heart to take place, bringing this practicality and going forth for this dream that we have. The dream that you have can be grounded at this time. And this is card number 10, 1-0. Okay? Beginning and enjoyment, embodiment. Luck is definitely on your side. This is our potential. If there's a project that you're thinking and wanting to put forth, it is definitely here. Definitely. What is the unrealized potential for the collective as we move into this new cycle right now? Abundance. This definitely came in my other reading too. This is your birthright. This is who you are. Abundant thoughts, abundant emotions, abundance of material wealth, security, stability, expression, vision, dreams, happiness, love, gentleness, sensuality, beauty, everything that you've dreamed of, wanted to, is here. It is your divine nature. It is your divine nature. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I put my heart and mind to in this physical reality. In this physical reality. What is our unrealized potential as the collective? Unrealized potential. Our unrealized potential is to still ourselves, to bring stillness in, to bring focused energy through stillness so we can gain momentum, gain clarity and peace, to be able to sit in stillness irrespective of the chaos around. Anywhere, anytime. That's a word that just came in. Creating and finding your stability no matter what is taking place around you, no matter what the circumstance, ability to create that stability. Okay. Beautiful. My next question up is, what is a soul lesson that we are learning at this time? Collectively, what is our soul lesson, angels? What is the soul lesson? What is our soul lesson as a collective? And isn't that synchronistic? This was grounding, which is the root chakra, and we've got grounding again. That's card number 6. 6 is all about harmony, balance, and love. And this is root chakra. Our lesson, our soul lesson is, what is our foundation? How are we setting our foundation? What is stability? What is stability for me individually? As we start to build stronger foundations, I don't want to say better, I almost said better, because all of these extremes and the polarities that we have jumped from one to the other will always exist because we are here on earth. How do we create this stability? This is 4. Okay, so our soul lesson is about grounding and rooting and bringing that stability in our life, within us and around us, a spiritual light that we are anchoring in. So manifesting the spiritual energy, because we are all spiritual beings. Okay, we're all spiritual beings, and how are we manifesting and bringing it into form? This is about formations. This is about solidity and formations of structures. Okay, bringing spirit into matter is our soul lesson. And this is card number 1. There is a new cycle that is emerging for you. You're being given this chance for your soul growth and soul expansion. Show the world the real you. We talked about authentic self-expression, sincerity, transparency, and also expression, right? Expression. So our soul lesson is showing the world the real you, taking those masks off, not what others want to see you as, being honest, being sincere, be truthful. Be truthful. This is the sign of Aquarius, full moon in Aquarius, okay? Full moon in Aquarius. Being your authentic self, your true colors. Emotions are high. Our soul lesson is this. They are meant to be high for a reason. We are going all over in our emotions so we can find that King of Cups, the stability. Because we're trying to find our authentic expression, but we are seeing that, oh, this is me, this is you, you don't look like me, I don't like you, I don't like this. So we are all harmonizing and opening so this can come up. This adversary is not here pitting us against one another. It is here to show us we are all the same, yet we're different. Yeah, I'm different. Oh my God, I don't even know what that song is, but it just popped in my head. I have to think of what song just came to my head. Yeah, I'm different. That was funny. Whew, okay, I like funny. What's the question? Yeah, what's my soul lesson? No, I mean, what's our collective soul lesson, angels? Not my reading here. What's our collective soul lesson? So many. All right, I'll take them. Yeah, I'm complaining a little bit. Chariot, movement, justice. And the 8 of Swords. I like it. The 8 of Swords would be the energy that comes forth with the Devil card. And this is a time for healing that's coming in on loneliness and all of this. So our soul lesson here is really taking charge of the light and the dark. I've been saying this at the beginning of the reading, the cycles in life. So allowing your spiritual light to understand that the light and dark exist together as one. There is no this is evil, this is better. No, it's all one. It's all connected. This is all a learning. This is all a growth period, and we're learning this. This is part of our learning. So where we feel very entrapped. So freedom is big. It is the mind that is, you are allowing the mind to pin you down. Okay, but we have learned that we are not lonely. We're not disconnected. We are connected. Look at the beautiful way in which connections are there and present for you. Okay, we may be feeling very unjust. We're feeling like, oh my God, things are just absolutely not balanced. I've been doing all this stuff, and look at all the stuff that's taking place. We are learning that there is, again, to me, this is not feeling like material balance here. This is feeling a spiritual balance. That we are balancing the polarities. This is part of our lesson, is to balance this in and be just, be truthful, be kind, be loving. So don't be harsh. That's part of our soul lesson and our soul growth. And I will pull now on a final question is what is our core strength to bring forth this transformation, right? This transformation was all of this. What is our soul growth for bringing this transformation in? What is our strength? What is our strength to bring forth this, angels? What is our strength? What is our strength? Love. We started with what can no longer be hidden was the heart chakra. What is our strength is love. Oh my God, what a cute puppy. What a cute puppy. Look at this. Love, loyalty, happiness. So sweet. Opening of the heart chakra. This is our strength. This is what's being illuminated through all of this. Oh, how beautiful is this? Kindness is our strength. Benevolence is our strength. So give of your time, give of your love, give of your resources, give of your attention, give of your care, share. And as you open that, there is abundance that flows in because you're opening the heart. That's beautiful. Again, card number 24 totals to 6. I'll do a 666 type of a video. I've been seeing a lot of 6s. So this is your core strength. This is a core strength that's coming forth for you. What is a core strength for people for bringing about this transformative expression of love? When you're asserting, keep love, self-control if you're going to be hurting someone you love, be truthful in love, be transparent in your communication, come forth with love. There is no such thing as a failure. If things have failed, they were learning lessons. If relationships were failed, those were learning lessons. There is hope, there's support, there's miracles. Balance. Ooh, okay. This is just a prideful moment for Archana, and I'm not going to delete it because I'm going to cry because I'm just so many emotions just came up when I saw this. I've been talking about anchoring in spirituality onto the material plane, and our strength is balancing spirituality with practicality. With practicality. What are the practical steps? What are some of the practical steps that you can take to bring forth your spiritual light and ground that in? Don't reverse the order. So this is like energy is trying to reverse the order. So it's showing you that there is light, there's hope, there's miracles. Connect with your inner light. Connect with the true source and the true truth, your source energy. Anchor yourself there. Once you anchor yourself in the spirit, you bring forth its effortless manifestation. You don't have to try to manifest. It happens. That brings me to, another point that I'll be starting off. I had thought about, I'm already doing manifestation sessions. So once again, I will begin in January, and I'm not sure if I'll begin a Patreon or someplace else. It'll emerge in this month, but I will be beginning manifestation series on and it's generally like 8 weeks or something, because I want to talk about through each of the chakras to understand that, and then how to kind of let go. Just let it go and surrender till it becomes a effortless. It is manifestation is effortless. It's anchoring ourselves in spirituality, which is the hardest part, is understanding that things first take place in the spiritual and you see them manifest in the physicality. But because physical is something we can see, we tend to think that we can change our physical reality by doing those actions which will change the physical reality. But I'm trying to show you that we need to anchor ourselves into awareness. We need to anchor ourselves into the spiritual realm, and then it flows down. Manifestation is a downward current. So more on that later. But if you would be interested, be on the lookout. I don't know how it will come forth, but it is something that I am planning on doing. Archana is planning on it. Spirit is guiding me too. All right. What is our core strength for bringing forth this transformation? So focus on your health. This came down on the Divine Masculine reading that I did at the beginning for 2020, that they focused a lot on the health. So I'm feeling detoxification from any abuses, indulgences, of negative thinking, of substances, of people, jobs. So this is not just the physicality. And also if you're thinking more going plant-based and you're looking into inhaling fresher air, and ingesting better food in this physical body. It's important to take care of the physical body because it embodies this spirit. And the more your nadis, the more your, what is the word? What is the English word? Oh my God. It's eluding me this second. All our channels, our energy channels. Okay, the Sanskrit word is a nadi in yoga also. So all those, any sort of imbalances that are the toxicity that's lodged in there is going to be released. So look at more healthful choices. That's your strength. So eat healthy, walk a little bit, take care of the physical body, take care of the mental body. It's honor this physical vehicle because it enshrines the soul. So you can't, some of the people I know are just completely anchored just in spirituality and just absolutely ignore the physical body. And this is where this balance and this energy is teaching us that bringing in both. So not anchoring just in one or the other, but anchoring in the spirit, honoring the physicality, because we are here in the physical realm. Beautiful. What's our core strength for bringing forth this transformation? Core strength for bringing forth the transformation. Mind you, I asked this question, right? And I want to repeat that's the question. And we got the strength card. What is our core strength? Strength. But I will talk more about this. Which is our core strength is where we are feeling the sense of, this is the card of abandonment, financial losses, feelings of lack in material possessions, prosperity, out in the cold. But we are to remember that 5 is that energy of change, and all these energies and all this sense and feeling of lack and physicality of being out in the cold that the spirit is guiding you has always been there, So sometimes that lion energy, that extreme amount of fire can take over the mind. And be mindful of what you're thinking. You are very strong. That is your strength. Your strength is your strength. That you are very, very strong. Beyond your spiritual strength is very strong to overcome any sense of doubt, any sense of fear. So have faith in that. Have faith in that. That you are strong and you are deeply spiritual. You just don't see that in yourself right now. So I shall end this energy and reading with 3 guidance messages from Spirit for whatever they want to say. I don't have a question on this one. Just guidance from you for the people that will assist in this reading. That's all. That's simple. I don't have questions. Watch your thoughts. I talked about thoughts, right? The thoughts can just go out of control. So you're being reminded that it's important to only think about what you desire, the King of Wands, not what you fear. Not what you fear, okay? So watch your thoughts, okay? It's important for you to not only, it's important to only think about what you desire and not what you fear. Okay? That's a message. Thank you. Gaia. I talked about something about the earth connection, and I don't know whether in this reading or the other reading because it's all merging together. Earth connection. Be mindful of this planet. And I saw this up here too. We are all connected. Okay. So be mindful of Gaia. So be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth and stay grounded in the physicality. Look at the energy you're putting out there. Get your connection to the Mother Earth, all the elements, all life forms. Look at how Earth supports so many diverse life forms. Let's start honoring the mother element, the nurturing element that holds and houses and births and allows for all our creative energies to be here. Let us not create destruction. We have a choice. It served a purpose. Yes, it did. Let us start to seed beautiful seeds on Mother Earth. Let us bring love. Let us seed new consciousness on Earth. Whew, something big in my heart came in. Come back to earth and stay grounded. Let us seed new consciousness on earth as we close 2020 and open 2021. Let's honor our mothers and our eternal mother here. And you're being reminded by the angels that I am, and this is the archangel saying here, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. There is healing of the heart, there's healing of the emotions. We are in it together, each one of us helping one another to come together as one. We are one. We are connected. I send you love, I send you light, and I will talk to you soon for any personal readings and for manifestation sessions. Please be on the lookout, and I'll try to link some parts in the description box and also on my channel on the community page. So I send you love and light, and I will talk to you soon.